Good morning, Hollywood Studios, and there is not a cloud in the sky, to the point where it kind of all looks fake.
Yep.
As someone who keeps getting stopped at security, no matter how much I have the carrier contents of my bag held out in front of me, I'm starting a campaign. I want them to have the x-ray scanners like at Paris, where I just throw my bag through and it gets x-rayed and everybody's happy. I'm starting my campaign by suggesting it to every single security who stops me.
Joe's going to be responsible for a union uprising about x-ray scanners.
I figure if I say it to every single security who stops me, then they can suggest it, and then it's got more chance of being brought in than me starting a letter writing campaign of why don't you have x-ray machines. So, you heard it here first. I am starting a campaign because I am sick of getting stopped in every single queue, even when I've literally got the entire contents of my bag in my hand in front of me. Especially when nobody seems to know why I keep getting stopped.
Yeah.
That's the worst part.
It's your bra.
Well, I can't not wear a bra, can I?
Yeah. That last Star Tours really reinforces what I think is that Star Tours is better with young kids on it. Just because adults will sit there in silence, whereas kids will scream and shout and stuff like that, and then it makes the entire ship scream and shout and go, whoa, when we jump into light speed and scream when we get thrown about and stuff like that. It's just a hell of a lot more entertaining. I think we had 5 kids or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it was absolute chaos and it was really enjoyable. So we did that in Lightning Lane. We were on in under 5 minutes, if that. And straight out, and now Joe's got another Lightning Lane and booked us straight in to do Indiana Jones.
Yeah, had we not had such a... Right, so I booked these Lightning Lanes and booked today as a Lightning Lane day before we had so much success.
Yeah.
Like the other day, and I think had I not already booked it, I wouldn't have bothered because we did so much the other day.
Yeah, this is actually an interesting comparison of a non-Lightning Day versus a Lightning Day, and see how...
There's a bit of Emmerdale Dale then.
Emmerdale Dale. But yeah, we can compare the two and see if we had much more success with Lightning Lane or not.
I'll be honest, I already feel like we're going to have more success without Lightning Lane.
Yeah.
But
we'll see. We've got to head over to Indiana Jones now.
last time, but I could honestly watch the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular the entire day. That could be all I do in the park and I would be happy because I love it so much. It's so good. And now we've come into the tap house, which is somewhere we've never actually been before. And I've gone for a margarita. Andy's got a lemonade, and of course we've got a giant pretzel with cheese sauce because why would you?
Honey mustard.
Oh, I'm not bothered about the honey mustard. So.
Oh, you aren't?
No, I'm all about that cheese sauce. We just did the most boring adult thing that you can possibly do in Walt Disney World.
Just updated our budget and did our accounts. Why? Because we wanted to make sure how much money we had left to spend while we're over here. But, of course, Joe's been drinking a margarita during that process.
The margaritas in Tap House might be a little bit strong for me. I'd just like it to be known that I am not drunk on one margarita, I am drunk on reconciliation.
See what I have to put up with.
Oh no, this is just a couple things. I was just sat there and was like, I think the margarita might have been a little bit strong for me because I'm feeling a little bit tipsy, and Andy was like, are you hammered? And I was like, I'm not hammered, I'm just drunk on reconciliation. And I realised this isn't funny to anyone else. But at least I'll have the memory when I come to editing them. There's no good time to point out that we've got Smuggler's Run. Well, let's hope I'm not flying, because I'm over the limit for flying the Millennium Falcon.
I'm just giving her a disapproving look from behind the camera.
I like the tap house. It was fun.
Yeah.
A nice aircon. And nice margaritas. Isn't it weird that there's a drink and a pizza of the same name? That's quite weird, really, if you think about it.
Deep thoughts with Reconciliation Joe. Oh my god, how drunk are you? Full snorts and everything.
I'm trying to just think that reconciliation is funny. We've just done Muppets 3D as we were on our way down to Smugglers, because it was literally about to start and it'd be rude not to. But now we're heading to Smugglers, and I am praying that we're not pilots, because I'm not great at piloting at the best of times, and I'll be honest, right now I don't think I would be able to pilot, so I'm hoping for Gunner.
Right, pilot, push the flashing button to take off. Pilot on the left, move your stick to fly right and left. I was just about to say that. Pilot on the right, pull back on the stick to fly up and push forward to fly down. Weapons are online. Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that quad scout. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
Punch it, Chewie.
Your cut minus what you owe me for damaging the Falcon is, hey, not bad.
Hey, not bad.
Hey, for somebody who doesn't know the left from right, that's not bad at all.
Finish report.
Oh, that was sheer chaos.
So we went on it once and we were pilots, and I think we did a pretty good job.
Really good job, yeah.
And then we went, oh, should we do single rider? We ended up together as engineers, and
Yeah, there's a young family in front of us, and 2 kids with a pilot, and it was chaos. It was absolute chaos.
it was the loudest ride I've ever been on. At one point, it threw Andy around so much that he nearly fell out of the seat.
I fell out my seat. That's the first time that's ever happened on Smugglers, but jeez Louise. Still great fun.
Yeah, it was great fun, but it was absolute insanity. To the point that we've had to come for a sit down because it was that level of insanity. Oh dear.
Yeah, so that's Smugglers done for this holiday. I don't think you can get any better or chaotic.
Yeah, no, me neither. That was insane.
It's crazy.
So with our first go on Smugglers, that was a lightning lane, and I tried to book more lightning lanes when we checked in for that, and literally Mickey and Minnie's is no longer available for me to select as a lightning lane. Like, all the lightning lanes for the day have gone, and it's only, well, it's 3 o'clock now, but it was 2 o'clock when we checked in, which means I've had to select alien swirling saucers, and with no lightning lanes now in use until 4:10, which means that, yeah, basically there's no point in us having lightning lane today, because the rides that you actually would need it on, because you can't get an early enough slot, because you can't pre-select them from the UK, it makes it completely pointless, because by the time that people who have been able to pre-select and have got the early slots, they've basically taken everything that's left of the popular rides.
So the only way you could really do it is if you pre-purchase it for a week ahead once you get here, and then pre-book it.
Yeah.
Not great.
Not great at all. Definitely not worth the money today. We're coming to, is it called One Man's Dream, I think?
I think so.
Basically for some aircon.
This feels like it's going to be like the Disney 100 exhibition.
Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, no theme parks existed until Disneyland. Like, you literally went to Tivoli and stole all the ideas for the rides. Wow, they've not updated the sign. Because we've gone back to being Disneyland Paris. As somebody who is terrified by the Hall of Presidents because the animatronics are scary, this is literally like a horror. Just no. I don't like it. He is literally coming to life in the middle of the night. Good news, Slinky Dog is actually running today, and our lightning lane starts in 3 minutes. So we're going to go ride Slinky. So we ended up towards the back on Slinky Dog, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure if we've ever been at the back before because that was terrifying.
No, it was fine. It was just, you got scared at the acceleration of Slinky Dog and that's it.
Yeah, I was terrified.
The speed was fine. It's slower than Big Thunder Mountain in Paris, I think.
Well, I was still terrified. So we came out of that and went straight into Frozen because it was like 3 minutes before it started. And then we've come over to Hollywood and Vine because it is now time for our dining reservation with...
I love that you still got snow in your hair.
Have I?
Yeah.
That's how quickly we came over from Frozen. But it does help that we were sat right on the aisle. So yeah, we'll come over to Hollywood and Vine for the seasonal trick-or-treat menu. So you get Disney characters in Halloween costumes.
Yep.
But we've done it as a Fantasmic dining package, so we also get ticket for Fantasmic for the first showing of Fantasmic at 8 o'clock, is it we're doing?
I think so, yeah.
I think so. We'll find out in a minute. I think it's 8.
8, okay.
Do you actually remember coming here last time?
Vaguely. We were sat over there, I was just wickedly ill. That's all I remember. I was really ill.
You were so dehydrated. And
I drank about 2 glasses of Coke and then had a small plate and was just like, I want to go.
I remember the tofu being amazing, so I'm excited.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
As is standard behaviour when at a buffet, I never know what to put together, so I've ended up with chicken and mash, which sounds like it goes together, focaccia, which has no place with any of it but look nice, crispy tofu, which I know is amazing from last time, and then a macaroni cheese with bacon and shrimp, which could make me itchy because I've technically got a shellfish allergy, and yeah, I really like shellfish, so I just ignore that allergy and usually just take an antihistamine. But I'm not on antihistamine, so that could be an itchy Fantasmic. But on a plate together, they all have no business being together. Yeah, I'm not great with buffets. I just get confused and just end up with bits of everything. I also got a Mai Tai cocktail. I'm basically becoming a connoisseur of Mai Tai cocktails in Disney parks. Hi, Pluto!
Hello.
Oh, I am loving your name tag. It's a bat. Does that make you a vampire dog? Yeah. I think you're too cute to be a vampire. Maybe a werewolf. You could be a werewolf.